Okay. There's a mic.
Very good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to Pantechelearning channel. This is R. Divyanjali from Pantech. Pantech is a platform where a person can experience, innovate and implement different research and development works over this platform. Firstly, I would like to welcome all the participants to the session. Before starting the session, my dear participants, am I audible to all of you? If yes, please let me know that in the comment section. Yes, my dear participants, am I audible to all of you? Fine. So without any delay, we will move on to the today's session. So today we are going to have the workshop on AI and ML. So it is going to be conducted on 8th November, that is at 3 p.m. Firstly, I would like to welcome the convener of the event, Sai Srinivas Garu, HOD, Department of Data Science convener, and the convener of the event, coordinator of the event, D. Roja, assistant professor. Welcome ma'am, Department of Data Science. So firstly, I would like to welcome the convener and coordinator of the event, and I also would like to welcome all the active participants to the today's session. This workshop is being conducted by Pimpri Chinchwad College of Engineering. We have been associated with this college since last few years. So thank you so much for the coordination and giving us such an opportunity for the sessions. From all the college management, I would like to welcome all the participants. So what is this AI, ML? We might have heard about these words. Let us know in detail about these words or this technology in detail in today's session. Fine. Artificial intelligence technology. What is this technology? It is one of the very fascinating technology in nowadays. What this technology is going to represent means artificially inserting our human brain intelligence system into a very small computer, so that the computer has to give the response same like our human brain. So we have to insert our smart intelligence system into a small computer, so that that particular computer or the system has to work same like our human brain. Here comes my question. In general, if we consider, how does our human brain work? Yes, how does our human brain work? For suppose, I'll take an example. For suppose, if I touch some hot water, how do I react? Spontaneously, correct? In the same way, for suppose, if I move on to a cool weather, how do I react? Spontaneously. It is too cool, like that we feel, right? So spontaneously we react to each and every situation. According to the situation we react, right? In the same way, a system also should respond to each and every situation. Whatever the input you give, it has to give the response. That is the aim of this AI technology. We know that it is not a simple task, correct? Correct. It is not an easy task or a simple task to insert our smart intelligent system into a computer. That's why there were number of research and development works that are being going on under this AI technology. Under this research and development works only, we got certain domains like machine learning, deep learning, data science, image processing, OpenCV, all these domains came into existence. Once again, I am telling you, my dear participants, first suppose if we wanted to insert our human brain intelligence, we know that it is not a simple task. That's why there were number of research development works that are being going on under this technology. Under this research and development works only, we got certain domains like machine learning, deep learning, data science, image processing, OpenCV, NLP, all these domains came into existence. Understanding? Correct? So let us know in detail about this. What is this intelligence? What is this artificial intelligence? If you consider the following pictures, what is the kid doing here? What is the kid doing here? He is playing, right? He is playing. Do this kid is having hair? Here the kid is having hair. So how? What this picture is illustrating us? So he is understanding what he was previous like that. Okay? Fine. So let us know in detail. If the task is done by humans, it is called natural intelligence. If we add human intelligence to that machines, it can be called as artificial intelligence. Once again, let me read out this. If any task is done by our humans, it is called natural intelligence. The same intelligence, if we add our human intelligence to that particular machines, it means it can be called as artificial intelligence. Fine. Now here comes the concept of data. Any technology, any field, anything you consider, we need to work with input data. Correct? We need to work with some set of input data. Correct? What is this data now? Data means collection of input, raw information. Okay? Taking some input, accessing information. Okay? Any message, any data. Okay? This is nothing but input. From different sources we will be collecting generally, maybe from actions, maybe from real-time processing, maybe from notifications, machine learning, different sources like websites. Okay, these are all the various sources we are having to consider the input data. Okay, fine. Let us move on to the next slide. Vast volumes of data. Learn from that particular data, build intelligent system. How it is interrelated, I'll explain you. Vast amount of data means considering a huge amount of data. Okay, that data a machine first has to understand what is my input data consisting of. After understanding, it will build an intelligent system to know what is my actual data. Okay, fine. Here comes the definition of AI. Artificial intelligence explains advanced analysis and logic-based techniques, including machine learning, to interpret the events, support and automate the decisions and take the actions. Once again, we'll read out the definition. Artificial intelligence applies advanced analysis and logic-based techniques, including machine learning, to interpret the events, support and automate the decisions and take the particular actions. Here comes the history of AI. It has begun some years ago. Okay, so let us go through that. What is the history beyond this AI? In 1943, the first mathematical model was being implemented by McCulloch and Pitts. Next, in 1950, Alan Turing. At its simplest, the test requires a machine to carry on a conversation via text with a human being. If after 5 minutes the human is convinced that they are talking to another human, the machine is said to have passed. In 1989, machine read handwritten digits. So it started reading the handwritten recognition. Next, in 1997, Deep Blue, designed by IBM, beats chess master Garry Kasparov. In 2009, it was the time to launch of ImageNet Challenge, followed by in 2011, IBM Watson was able to win the game of Jeopardy. In 2014, Deep Face from Facebook. In 2016, AlphaGo, a game IBM Deep Blue defeats Lee Saddle, best player in Go. So this is all about the history. Basically, it has begun some years ago and was put forward at the Dartmouth campus of Dartmouth College. Yeah, this is the first main important diagram you should have to know in this AI technology. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. These are not separated. These are all coming under one fascinating technology, that is AI. Okay. So machine learning, deep learning are the branches or the subsets of AI technology. Artificial intelligence, programs with the ability to learn and reason like humans. Machine learning, algorithms with the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Deep learning, subset of machine learning in which artificial neural networks adapts and learns from vast amount of information. Fine. In simple words, I will define each and everything. AI, ML, DL. Artificial intelligence can be simply defined like inserting our human brain intelligence system into a small computer so that computer has to respond same like our human brain. Once again, I will define you. Artificial intelligence can be defined like inserting our human brain intelligence into a very small computer so that the computer has to respond same like our human brain. Next is machine learning. The word itself is telling something like a machine has to learn something, correct? Correct or not? Yeah, so sorry for the interruption. Yeah, so machine learning, the word itself is describing us something like a machine has to learn something. How it is going to learn? How? We'll leave about a machine, okay? Just leave about a machine. We'll consider a small kid of 2 years old, okay? What will the kid do? He'll get up, he'll walk, he'll fall down. Again he'll get up, again he'll walk, again he will fall down, correct? So what he is learning there? How to walk, how not to walk, right? If I walk like this, I'll fall down. So I have to walk properly. How he is learning there? How? From past experiences, correct? So here also in machine learning, we use some set of input data from past experiences. Using that past experienced or historical data, we are going to find the predictions, output predictions. We already have the outputs for past information. As we are working with past information, we have to know how much accurately a machine is able to give the predictions. Okay? Next is deep learning, subset of machine learning in which artificial neural networks adapts and learns from the vast amount of data. Deep learning works with neural networks. Remember this? Machine learning work with algorithms, deep learning work with neural networks. And both are mainly used for predictions purpose, predicting the accurate result. Okay, fine. Yeah, this is all about the history and its existence. Why AI? With the help of AI, you can create such software or devices which can solve real world problems. With the help of AI, you can create your personal virtual assistant such as Cortana, Google Assistant, Siri. With the help of AI, build such robots in environment where survival of humans can be at risk. AI opens a path for other new technologies, new devices and new opportunities as well. Goals of AI. It is mainly used to solve knowledge intensive tasks, creating some system which can exhibit intelligent behavior, learn new things by itself, demonstrate, explain and can advise to its user. Building a machine which can perform the task that requires human intelligence like proving a theorem, prediction using real-time data, reducing the manpower as well as time. What are the various domains we have in AI? Machine learning, deep learning, expert systems, natural language processing, speech recognition, vision, robotics, planning. Machine learning, we have already discussed about it, where we are going to deal with something like algorithms. Generally, algorithm means flow of execution of data, correct? So here also we take this machine learning as one of the branch or application of AI technology. Next is NLP, natural language processing technique. This technique is basically used or taken as an application of machine learning, where in machine learning we generally work with input data sets, whereas in NLP we can work even with something like sentence format information or paragraph format information. Next is expert systems, speech recognition purpose, vision purpose, that is OpenCV, image recognition purpose. Next comes robotics and planning. So here are the various applications like text generation, question answering, context extraction, classification, machine translation, speech to text, text to speech recognition, machine vision, image recognition. Next comes the life cycle of AI. So here is the basic life cycle of AI technology. Any problem statement you consider, these are the steps to be followed. Okay. First one, we have to collect the input data. Next, after collecting the input data in the form of data set, which is nothing but collection of number of rows and number of columns. That data, after collecting, it has to be given to pre-processing stage, where we have to clean or filter our information. Okay, that is what this pre-processing, data cleaning, feature engineering, this and all represents only that our input data has to be filtered. It's something like it has to be purified. After filtering the data, we have to give to model training and validation. It means we have to train the model and check whether that model is working properly or not. Next, give some new input data for testing purpose, then deploy the model to that input testing data, then get the output performance results, that is in the maintenance and improvements of our output data. Types of AI. We have two categories. We have based on capabilities we divide, based on functionalities also we divide AI. Based on capabilities, narrow AI, super AI, general AI. Based on functionalities also we have different kinds of AI. Reactive machine, limited memory, theory of mind, self-awareness. Yeah, so types of AI based on capabilities. Artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, artificial super intelligence. So narrow intelligence, which has narrow range of abilities. General means which is on par with human capabilities. Artificial super intelligence means which is more than how a human can take or handle any task. It works more than that. Based on functionality, reactive machine AI, limited memory AI, theory of mind, self-aware AI. Process of AI. So the process of AI consists of these categories. You can see the blocks, right? Mathematical knowledge, programming language, machine learning algorithm implementation, different tools and frameworks, and case study. And what is the programming languages? Generally, we use different languages like Python, Java, Lisp, Prolog, or programming for any machine learning AI application purpose. Okay. Next comes machine learning on AI. Machine learning is a branch of AI and computer science which focuses on the use of data and algorithms to imitate the way that humans learn, gradually improving its accuracy level. Remember one thing, my dear participants, the main use of machine learning concept is to predict the information accurately. How much accurately we are able to predict it, that is what it is very much important. Okay. Yeah, here are few differences between AI and ML. Artificial intelligence is a technology which enables a machine to simulate the human behavior, how human is behaving. Based on that, it will be understanding. Okay. Next, machine learning is a subset of AI which allows a machine to automatically learn from past data without programming explicitly. The goal of AI is to make a smart computer system like humans to solve complex problems. The goal of machine learning is to allow the machines to learn from data so that they can give accurate output. In AI, we make intelligent systems to perform any task like a human. In ML, we teach machines with data to perform a particular task and give an accurate result.
One to eight you can sign it. Which do option means you can put option. Otherwise you come daily means you can decide it. Tomorrow almost the attendance sheet in his place. Okay. Attendance sheet is his place for sign. One hour ago assignment one got about
இது வந்து காலைல பாதியா போயிடுது.
அதான் சொன்னேன். I'm saying it put in notes.
ஏய்
Ramu on the other.
So sorry for the interruption, my dear participants. So we are on the differences of AI and machine learning, right? In AI, we make intelligent systems to perform any task like a human. In machine learning, we teach the machines with data to perform a particular task and give an accurate result. Machine learning and deep learning are the two main subsets of AI, and the deep learning is the main subset of machine learning. AI has a very wide range of scope, whereas ML has a limited scope. AI is working to create an intelligent system which can perform various complex tasks. Machine learning is working to create machines that can perform only those specific tasks for which they are trained. AI system is concerned about maximizing the chances of success. Machine learning is mainly concerned about the accuracy and patterns. The main applications of AI are Siri, customer support using chatbots, expert systems, online game playing, intelligent humanoid robots like that. The main applications of machine learning are online recommender system, Google search algorithms, Facebook auto-friend tagging suggestions like that. On the basis of capabilities, AI can be divided into three categories: weak AI, general AI, strong AI. Machine learning can also be divided into three types, that are supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement. It includes learning, reasoning, self-correction. Whereas ML includes learning and self-correction when introduced with new amount of data. In ML, what is an algorithm? In general terms, algorithm can be defined like flow of execution of data. Okay, so here you can see algorithm means a list of steps that you can follow to finish a task. Step-by-step procedure. Okay, a machine learning algorithm is a method by which the AI system conduct its task, generally predicting the output values from the given input data. The main process of machine learning algorithms are classification and regression. Here are the examples for shopping complex purchase. So, for suppose I will consider something like FB. Okay, before this slide, okay, let me know how many of you are having something like Facebook account, Instagram, Twitter like that, Telegram also. Okay, for suppose if you are posting some post in that social media, it will be asking us to tag the person who is being repeated in that particular something like post, right? So that's an application of this AI ML, right? Because the people can easily identify who is being repeated in your post. In shopping also, for suppose if you are doing some shopping in online, okay, if you are buying some products, it will be suggesting us the related products as well. That is also an application of AI and ML. What are the types of data we have? So something like sample transactions information, product details like that we will be having. Next, algorithm planning. We have different algorithms, right? So we have different algorithms. According to our problem statement, we have to choose particular algorithms. Product analysis. What are all the mandatory product the customer is buying? For which specific product the customer is not worried about the cost? Which company product the customer is buying? So these are the various questions we have to analyze before giving some products, okay, into the market. So it will come some results like recommend list of customer favorite product with offer. Something like handbags, headset, like that. Baby products and something like recommended bulk purchase of baby product, purchase of amount, exchange offer for iPhone customers, buy any Samsung mobile, like that. So you can see various suggestions. It will be suggesting us the related one, okay. So we can't write separate algorithms for each and every customer. We categorize the customers based on their needs. After categorizing them, we have to create some common algorithms based on few logics of data that will be categorized. Types of machine learning algorithms. We generally have supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised and reinforcement types of approaches. Supervised means dealing with something like labeled data, where we already know the output, but we have to work something like based on the input conditions, like something like it actually deals with two types of problem statement. One is classification, the next one is regression. Classification means something like discrete values, okay, digital values, whereas regression means it deals with continuous values. Unsupervised semi-supervised learning deals with unlabeled data, mixed data, combined data. Next is reinforcement learning. So it is mainly used in game development basically, okay. So here are few of the regression algorithms: linear regression, polynomial regression. We also have one thing like logistic regression also. It will come under regression technique. Next is classification types. Something like naive Bayes algorithm, support vector machine, artificial neural network, decision tree. Next is deep learning, where we have convolutional neural networks and recurring neural networks. In unsupervised, we have clustering, dimensionality reduction, anomaly detection. Clustering of k-means, dimensionality reduction of PCA, principal component analysis. Semi-supervised learning, self-training, low-density separation models, reinforcement learning, dynamic programming, Monte Carlo methods. So here you can see an example. Before example, I'll explain you how does this approach, supervised learning, is going to work. For suppose for the first time, if I give some input data to the system don't know anything. It cannot understand anything. That's why we have to label it. That's why we have to label it, okay? Something like we have to give some rules like do addition, do subtraction, like that. Then only it will understand what my input data actually consisting of, okay? Afterwards, when I give to a model, it will start giving the predictions, okay? So this is my input data I have given to the algorithm now. So what it will do, it will try to understand what the data is. It will categorize, then give to the model, and the predictions will be created or it can be analyzed. Supervised machine learning, classification and regression models we have, okay? Classification means discrete or digital values. For certain time period t1, it will be in one state. After that, it will move on to the next state. Again, it will stay in the same state for some time. Then it will move on to the next state, like that. With certain intervals of time, it will change its value, okay? That is classification. Whereas regression means it will directly change time to time. With each and every time interval, it will change, okay? So classification models are used for problems where the output variables can be categorized as yes or no, or pass or fail. Regression models are used for problems where the output variable is a real value, such as a unique number, dollars, salary, weight, or pressure. Here is a problem statement. Predicting house prices can help to determine the selling price of a house of a particular region and can help the people to find the right time to buy a home. So according to the house prices we have to find, right? So what we will do here, size in feet, according to the price of the house will be varied, okay? So here are few more examples. Text categorization, face detection, signature recognition, spam detection, weather forecasting, predicting the housing pricing. Next, stock price predictions. Here comes unsupervised, where we generally give something like mixed data will be given to the system. Now the model itself will categorize according to different patterns. You can see here in the output predictions, it has categorized different types of predictions. Clustering is one of the most unsupervised learning methods. The method of clustering involves organizing the unlabeled data into similar groups called clusters. Anomaly detection is the method of identifying rare items, events, or observations which differ significantly from the majority of my input data. Here are the applications: e-commerce, services, banking, entertainment, and image segmentation. E-commerce, store marketplace. So extract the association rules from customer transactional details and recommends according to the customer needs and necessities. Services, recommendation of travel services, a recommendation of houses to rent, or matchmaking services. Banking, cluster customers based on their financial transactions. Cluster fraudulent transactions for fraud detection. Entertainment, recommendations for movies, music, as Netflix and Amazon are doing. Image segmentations like cluster images portions based on nearest pixel values. Semi-supervised learning, Labeled data will be given, it will be trained the model, then unlabeled data also being given, it will retrain the algorithm and give the predictions. Semi-supervised machine learning, continuity assumption, cluster assumption, cluster assumption and manifold assumption. The algorithm assumes that the points which are closer to each other are more likely to have the sample output label. Cluster assumption. The data can be divided into discrete clusters and points into the same cluster are more likely to share an output label. Manifold assumption. The data lie approximately on a manifold of much lower dimension than the input space. This assumption allows the use of distances and densities which are defined on a manifold. Here are the applications: speech analysis, web content classification, protein sequence classification, text document classification. Reinforcement learning. So reinforcement learning has an agent over here, an environment will be there. Until the condition is true, it will be repeated, okay, with the help of interpreter. You can see, I will be given my input data to the environment. Through the agent, the data will be accessed and gives the best output predictions. Here are the examples. If you can consider something like Subway Surf, right? So you might be playing this game. So something like, as you play number of games, it will be accessing the coins. That coins will give something like lifespan in the next game, right? Fine. Next, here are the reinforcement learning types. Q-learning, policy value iteration. Q-learning, the most important reinforcement learning is Q-learning, and it computes reinforcement for states and actions. Policy iteration computes the reinforcement for states and actions by following two steps: policy evaluation steps followed by policy improvement step. Value iteration computes reinforcement for states and actions by using reinforcement signal determined by reinforcement function. Here are the applications: playing games with AI, self-driving cars, ad recommendation system, personalized video recommendations. Here are few prerequisites: mathematical knowledge, statistical knowledge, and programming knowledges, and software tools like Anaconda Navigator, PyCharm, ideally Jupyter Notebook, RStudio. These are all important. Working with Python. Why Python? We have hell enough number of programming languages. Again, we have come up with one more new language, that is Python. What is so special about this? Something like it is a basic beginner language. Even the basic beginner with zero knowledge also can start working with this language, and within no time a person can develop different applications over this Python language. So we need to have some basic knowledge on Python language like variables and operators, loops and conditional statements, data types, list, tuple, dictionary, functions, user-defined functions, derived functions, library packages, which are very, very important for any applications in AI and ML. So these are the library files. So I'll tell you, in any application we have to implement for sure 5 main important library files. First one pandas, second one numpy, third one matplotlib library, fourth one seaborn, fifth one sklearn library file. Once again I am telling you, we have 5 main important library files: pandas, numpy, matplotlib library, seaborn, sklearn library file. Pandas is a library file used for accessing of input data, or to use any input data we use this pandas library file. Next is numpy. Numpy used for any numerical values accessing purpose and for any calculation purpose. Next is matplotlib library used for graphical visualization purpose. Seaborn for something like customization like color indication, size, length for that purpose. Next, sklearn library file, which is basically used for accessing of machine learning modules or machine learning algorithms. Once again I am telling you, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib and Seaborn and Scikit library file. NumPy used for numerical values accessing purpose and for any calculation purpose. Pandas used for accessing of input data. Matplotlib used for graphical visualization of data. Seaborn used for customization purpose. Something like color indication, size, length of the graph. Scikit library file, also termed as sklearn library file, used for accessing of machine learning modules or machine learning algorithms. So here are the algorithms, the two most common uses of supervised. So we already discussed about regression, classification, right? Linear regression is of two types, simple and multiple linear regression. Linear regression is one of the statistical methods that is used for predictive analysis. Linear regression makes the prediction for continuous or real or numeric variables such as sales, salary, age, product price. If one of the variable increases, the other variable also increases, directly proportional. Mathematically, we can represent a linear regression as y is equal to a0 plus a1 of x plus epsilon. Epsilon is the random error, a1 and a0 are the linear regression coefficient and intercept of the line, x is an independent variable, y is a dependent variable, that is the target variable. Here is an example for prediction of heights. Father and son's heights prediction. Data set we need. Next, we need to have the input data, approximate values we have to find, draw the regression line, draw a vertical line, then calculate the least squared method error. Navy Bayes algorithm. Navy Bayes classifier is one of the important and simple and most effective classification algorithms which helps in building the fast machine learning models that can make the quick predictions. It is a probabilistic classifier, which means it predicts on the basis of probability of an object. Some popular examples of Navy Bayes algorithm are spam filtration, sentiment analysis and classifying the articles. P of A by B is equal to P of B by A into P of A by P of B. In simple words, I can define this algorithm as, this algorithm can be used as classifier as well as regression algorithm, where the main use is, it is mainly used in something like probability conditions, where generally we check the probability of any condition, right? So there we use this algorithm. Artificial intelligence. Early artificial intelligence stirs excitement. Machine learning begins by flourish. Deep learning breakthroughs the drive AI pool. Language support. Powerful programming languages are R programming, C++, Java, Python. So here are the list of different languages: Python, R programming, Java, Lisp, Julia, Scala, C++, C, TypeScript, Go, Shell, MATLAB. Machine learning libraries. We already have discussed few of them: Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib. TensorFlow and Keras are used in deep learning. Here are machine learning versus deep learning. So in machine learning, we generally deal with input data set and deal with algorithms to find out the output accurate results. In deep learning, we can use huge amount of data and we mainly implement image type of examples or applications. You can see the main difference. When the input data is being given, it will first extract the features, then classify the model at the output. Okay. Whereas in deep learning, when I give the input data, the model itself will extract the features and classify the results. Next comes, what is a neuron? Generally, in our human brain, which is already consisting of n number of neurons, right? How a basic neuron consists of? You can see here, it is the structure. A cell body, nucleus will be present, mitochondrion, axon, dendrites, node of Ranvier, Canva cell, synapse. Biological neuron is looking like this, right? So you can easily understand this, I guess, right? Whereas artificial neural network, we give some input data, right? We convert this biological neuron to a neural network. Artificially, we are creating a neural network here. You can see taking the input data, summing the information, then apply the information to a non-linear element, then get the output function. Deep learning is a type of machine learning and AI that imitates the way humans gain certain types of knowledge. Deep learning is an important element of data science which includes statistics and predictive modeling. So here is how a deep learning works with, okay, image recognition, natural language processing, portfolio management and prediction of stock price movements, drug discovery and better diagnostic of diseases in healthcare, speech recognition and robots and self-driving cars. Deep learning image processing libraries in Python. OpenCV, NumPy, SciPy, Pillow, Scikit-Image, Manhattan. So this computer vision is also a very small application, we can tell, like mainly used to detect the objects or videos. Okay, OpenCV is the huge open source library for the computer vision, machine learning and image processing. Now it plays a major role in real-time operation, which is very important in today's system. By using it, one can process the images and videos to identify the objects, faces and even handwriting of a human. Pre-requirements are, so we need to use Python ideally, okay, for using or for implementing any OpenCV applications. Download and install OpenCV with the command pip install OpenCV Python. Import that. Next, implement the algorithm. Here are the steps. Pre-process the data, algorithm will be fitted, predict the results, test the output accuracy, then visualize the testing results. AI tools and framework. Scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Theano, Caffe, MXNet, Keras, PyTorch, CNTNet, AutoML, OpenNL, H20, Google ML. Industries impacted by AI revolution. Cybersecurity, healthcare, manufacturing, transportation, education, information technology, business intelligence, supply chain management and construction. Here are various applications of deep learning: self-driving cars, entertainment, visual recognition, virtual assistants, fraud detection, NLP, news aggregation, fraud news detection, detecting development delay in children, colorization of black and white images, adding sounds to silent movies, healthcare, personalizations, automatic machine translation, automatic handwritten generation, demographic and election predictions, automatic game playing, language translations, pixel restoration, photo descriptions and deep dreaming. Advantages: it reduces inhuman error, helps in lessening repetitive work, provides digital assistance, faster and more accurate decisions. Disadvantages: cost overruns, dearth of talent, lack of practical products, potential of misuse. Here are applications of AI: personalized online shopping, smart cars, social media, surveillance, video games, healthcare, smart homes and chatbot. Yeah, we have come up to the last slide of the session, but before this, first let me know whether you people are having any doubts. Any queries? Please let me know. Any queries, my dear participants? Okay. So I hope everyone understood the basics of AI, ML, DL, OpenCV, right? So make that if you can rewind the session also, you can understand the basics, which will be helpful for creating your future career. I hope everyone enjoyed the session. Before winding up the session, firstly, I would like to thank Pimpri Chinchwad College of Engineering for conducting this session by associating with Pantech e-learning. Thank you so much, college management people. And also, I would like to thank the college management convener of the event, coordinator of the event, HOD, and all the respective faculty who are beyond the session. To make the session successful, you might be having some air, right? Fine. So I would like to thank all the participants for making the session so interactive, and I hope everyone enjoyed the session. And last but not least, if you really enjoyed the session, please do like, comment and share to your friends who are in need to learn something new practically. And also subscribe to Pantech e-learning if you are the first time visitor to our channel. Thank you all. Have a very nice time.